Alright, what's up guys? My name is Cerugador and today we're gonna get fancy! Alright, what's up guys? So basically, as you guys saw, we have some diamond horse armor, and I actually got a donkey too. We named him Nestle, and I named the horse Cloud. I actually looked up white horse names, and Cloud seemed to fit him because he's super fast. I don't think he's light and fluffy, I think he's like a tank. But that's still cool. Now Nestle, I put a chest on him. What is going? Okay. I basically store my caving goods in here, and then I go and find a cave and lasso them up, and then we adventure from there. Also, I've been going caving a lot lately, so I've got a bunch of loot, and I have level 55 right now, so I'm gonna do an enchant on a pick. Let's see how it goes. Work pick. Okay. Yep, we're just adding to the collection right now. I have a bunch of fortune 3s, but I'm using my silk touch pick. The update on the loot, we have a bunch of coal, got some redstone, we got some iron, all the good stuff. I've been cutting down some more wood. I have jungle wood because I got bored waiting for sugarcane. But yeah, today's episode, what we're going to do is start the automatic farms, and they're going to be this way, down by Charlie. We have our music, and I'm going to cut these out, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so basically what I did here is I cut out seven blocks deep. This was actually right underneath a desert. That was very unfortunate because I basically was sand mining. I had to put torches everywhere and then fill up like one block underneath the sand, fill it with torches, and cut all the blocks out, and then all the sand would fall on it. So that was a pain in the butt. I'm sniffling. Oh, okay, but I have the water good. So it flows down, it drops, and then it goes and it pushes it, and it'll be collected right here. And then we could have like chests in the walls or something. And I think what I'm gonna do is leave it as the 2 deep, because if it was 4 deep like the old Cerugador Chronicles world, I want it to be like this. You can walk down and you could kind of see the end of it. I don't want it to be like a never-ending thing. So, and we're pretty not very that deep under the ground, so I don't think I could go much farther. But what I'm gonna do right now is fill the roof in with stone brick to kind of match the plot, the color scheme. What am I saying? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut these out. I'm gonna make them exactly like this one, fill in the roofs, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so I finished it up. Basically what I did is I covered it in stone brick, but we ran into another problem. Now, since these are going to be automatic farms, I need to get into the walls a little bit to wire it a little bit. But the problem I'm having is, check this out. I'm going to have to dig out the whole entire wall now. So I'm going to dig out all the walls for all these, and I'll be back once again, and hopefully then we can start creating the masterpiece. And finished. Okay, so that was a pain in the butt cheeks. I had to cut out all this because that's where the wiring is gonna go and I cut these out for the dispensers. They're gonna put out water. These is gonna the dirt indicates where we're gonna have the crops growing, and then the stone or whatever it is in the middle is gonna be clay, hardened clay, and then also these and down there. These are just chests to hold the miscellaneous stuff. I think I might have to bring that out one more block though. But what I need to do right now is get some repeaters and some redstone, and I think 15 dispensers, yes. So let's do it. Alright guys, I'm back. This time I've prepared. I think what we're going to try to do this time is use a pressure plate, possibly in the middle, see where this torch is. I think it would be more convenient to be able to walk up and be like, doop, and then pop, and everything would come up. But I'm not going to worry about the activation, I just want to worry about the wiring right now. So I made the dispensers, which, by the way, I didn't know that it was going to be that hard to make all the bows. That was annoying. I had to go kill spiders with my looting sword. So the next thing after I put these dispensers in is I think we need to get behind it. I'm going to work on specifically the wheat farm today on camera, and then I think I'm going to do these by myself because I don't want to bore you guys. Let's see. So behind the dispensers, we need to go back, not too far, but enough. Let's see. That should do it. Okay. So what I want to do is I don't know if this works. I'm going to need a lever. That's what I was going to say. The reason I want a lever is because you know what, guys? I'm pretty new to redstone. This may look really dumb if you're smart. That does activate it. So let's take this. I think what I'm going to do is wire it like this. Or you know what? Maybe even like this. Does this work? If I was to do that and then power this. That does not work. Okay. So let's see. Straight along the back, all of them like that. So it gets every single one. And then right there, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so right here needs to be a input. Let's see, so put it this way and this way. So basically redstone cuts off if you don't have long enough. You basically have to extend it with the repeater, and this is just reassuring me that I can power these. So you know what? Actually, this is too close to the wall because I need to put water. Let's rethink this. All right, guys. I put these walls up just to indicate like where, because remember, this is all going to be wiring. So this is like where the dirt is the only place it's going to be showing. So I want everything to be very discreet except for the dispensers. What is Charlie doing? He's having a party. Okay. Now I think this should work. Yeah, that works perfect. Now this is going to be powered down there somewhere. Let's put this in the inventory. I didn't even tell you guys yet. I have full diamond armor. It was just, I basically was bored and I had a lot of diamonds, so I decided to enchant every single one. And I got really bad enchants, but you know what? That's what counts. Okay, so let's put the repeaters there. Now I have one worry, and that is if I power, let's say I have like this, and then I have redstone over here. If I was to power this, where's my lever? Would it power through the wall? So I think I'm good, unless this was glass. If I think there's clear blocks that you can put redstone through. You know what? If this was a repeater, like, okay, say I took this, if it was directly going through the block and then I turned that on, then it would power. But I have the repeaters going a different way, so the game knows that I'm not trying to go through the wall, and I can have individual buttons for each one. And then if I really want to get fancy, which I honestly don't think I will, because it seems like I'd rather do it individually. I could wire it all up to one button, so I stand on it, or a pressure plate, or whatever, and then, or even a tripwire for that, I don't know. And then everything would come down, and I would have to replant all the seeds, and it would be a nightmare. But you kind of got to live with that with these automatic farms. They're never fully automatic, because you do have to replant. But I'm going to play around with this wiring. I know I've left you guys hanging a lot, but I will be right back. Alright guys, so I had a really big problem getting the pressure plate to work. I actually dug out underneath here and tried to make an inverted redstone torch kind of thing. And I think what I'm eventually going to have to do, I don't know if this is the correct term for it, but I think I'm going to have to make a T flip-flop. I don't understand quite how I can get power from from a pressure plate, the power of it to go directly beneath it without using some kind of redstone torch contraption. So I think that's going to be another project. What I did is I wired them up. I have it on both sides because it was going to be, both of them can join into this right here. So I do have two buttons. One is clearly, they both work, but one of them is clearly not going to be in use. Back here, it's the same exact thing, but now we're going to put in these water buckets that I got. And I think I did it correctly, so the seeds, so the redstone will not be broken after I let the water out. It shouldn't pour anywhere. If it does, oh well. Alright, so it should be, if we hit the button, water will flow down and it will end right here. Come on. Oh, okay, perfect. And then we can hit the same button or the other one, depending on which whatever, and it should suck it back up. Okay, perfect. Oh my goodness. Alright, so, man, I really want to work on that. This is going to be something I'm going to have to mess around with off camera. I'm not even sure if that's possible to make a pressure plate have power that goes directly underneath it one block. If you guys know how to do that, let me know in the comments. Yeah, or message me if it's long. But yeah, that's the gist of the farm. Okay, one last thing before we go to the question chest. I'm going to have to stop with that project for today. I think what I'm going to do is work on it a little bit tonight and then finish it up in the morning and then record and show you guys what I come up with. I'll do some research on the pressure plate and hopefully these turn out good. What's up, Charlie?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Bye,
Okay.
Cerugador.
Now, I kind of wanted to save this to show you guys because it looks like absolute dog dump. It's my experience farm. And I never thought I would get to this point in a vanilla world because I thought this was really, really advanced kind of redstone. But basically what I did is I made a blaze farm. And it wasn't... I looked up a video and I was like, oh my god, this is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done. And honestly, it took me like half an hour and it was like a piece of cake. So, yeah, I'm not going to do any guides on it because it's not my design. But if you guys do want to know how to do it, I can give a rough outline of it. Now, as you guys know, I did spawn inside a nether fortress. Let's see. Oh, don't die. And there was... Why is there no mobs? Oh! I was on peaceful because the enderman. Okay. So, oh my god! Now, over here is the spawner, and I made a mess. I put this, I don't know why. Just don't, this is not official. I made a whole new enchantment table in here. I'm sorry, this is disgusting. So they should be collecting if I'm on the right, yes. And what I had to do is turn my particles off because when they are on all, then it's like, when I get 200 entities, my game just like explodes and lags out. So I have to turn particles off, and basically I bring books and stuff to enchant the ender chest, and I wait here for long periods of time and then enchant. And that's what I've been doing over the past day, besides going caving. And also, it's hooking me up with a lot of blaze rods. So I want some of these guys to spawn so I can show you how to kill them. I'm gonna waste a potion for you guys. I usually wouldn't do this, but yeah. So you guys can see them kind of piling up. Now what this does is if I press this, you see that glass through there? It shuts the glass with a sticky piston, and then this is set up to a timer, and it squishes them till just the right amount so they have one heart. And sometimes they die because they take damage on the way down, but hopefully that doesn't happen here. Now I hit them with this potion of harming, which you make either a potion of instant health or I forget the other one, and then you put a fermented spider eye in, and then it makes a potion of harming. But they die in one hit, and you get the stuff. They didn't drop any blaze rods that time, but it's kind of a rough thing. I don't have a way to turn off the spawner, so I have to go on peaceful to turn it off. But let's get back to the question chest. We gotta wrap up this episode. Holy mother of God. On the way back to my house, you guys know how I had to cut out the top and the sand fell? This is the result. Holy bejesus. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna have to fill that. I think what I'm gonna do is take cobblestone and put it like right on those blocks and then put sand on top. So it looks like it's full of sand, but realistically it's not. What is this? Jeez, that would hurt. Okay. Back in the base. Okay, it is question time, guys. Now, this was skipped last episode because there was not enough time at all. It actually took me a long time to upload that last one. It was a pain in the butt. But we have Nestle and Cloud, so we should be good. How you doing, Cloud? Good? Okay. There was a bug for a little while. It was like a 2-day thing that these leads, when I'd put them on, if I left the chunk, they would disappear. Like, they wouldn't, like, pop off and be on the ground. They would just disappear completely. So, yeah. To the question chest. Now, one more thing. I'm sorry, guys. This is my melon farm. I showed you guys, but I'm really proud of this. I have a full double chest full of melons. Oh, that's my dream come true right there. I love melons. You guys are gonna have your names on them once I get productive. But yeah, I even silk touched some, so they look pretty cool. And I made a pumpkin farm. Man, I gotta be more organized. But yeah. Question chest. I've kept you guys waiting long enough, so I think I added one more question. I'm not sure which is which because I've mixed them up like a lot. I don't know what I'm gonna get. Let's mix them up some more. This is basically how I do it. They switch, but you can't tell. Like, if I was to take this and click over and over, the books are switching, but we don't know. So I don't know how, I'm just gonna go for a random one. Okay, here we go. Middle one. Okay. Is YouTube and other internet media taking over television? And when do you think that television will die? Okay, so is YouTube and other internet media taking over TV? In my opinion, yes. It's gotten to a point for me that when I get home, it's not like a situation where you're like, I'm going to turn on the TV and sit on the couch. For me, it's like, I'm going to go check my sub box and also check who's live streaming and stuff like that. Also, for other people, like Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, all that stuff, you can get home and instead of watching TV, you can get on the internet. And I think TV is going to be a dying thing in the near future. And when do you think that TV will die? I think it's going to be a while, actually, because there's a lot of, I hate to say this, but it's kind of going to be like an old people thing in like 20 years or something. The technology rate is like excelling so quick, it's almost unreal. Full diamond armor. Okay, but as like if you looked like 10 years ago, stuff is so much different now. Like, we've progressed a lot. I imagine in 10 years we're going to explode. Like, our stuff's going to be insane. So I'm thinking, even if you guys heard about the YouTube is going to start having pay to watch subscribes, like there'd be channels that you have to pay like a certain amount of dollars per month to watch. And what this lets TV shows do is if they're not making enough money off their TV, like a huge show, like let's say you had a show called Pony Sprinkle Express 5000 and it was doing good, but you thought it could do more. So you switched and you made a YouTube channel for it, and then people, if they really enjoyed it, they have to pay, and they pay per month to be a part of your subscriber only show. And I think you would still also make ad revenue. So I think that could actually be better than TV for the companies that are trying to make money. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up today's episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like if you actually liked it. If you're new to the channel and you want to become a knucklehead, feel free to subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Peace!